Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a declutter video, and I'm going to be doing more declutter videos in the future because I am going to be curating my collection. A lot of the fragrances that I'm going to be letting go of are fragrances that I have reviewed, discussed. They're fragrances that I've had for some time in my collection, but I'm not picking them up. So recently I've been wearing some of these fragrances, seeing if it sparks any kind of joy in me. The reason being, I am starting to change the way I review my fragrances, trying to stick more to travels because there's always gonna be something new. I'm always gonna wanna try it. And I don't want a large collection of fragrances that are just gonna sit there. If I do pick up a fragrance, it's one that I want to see myself wearing on a daily and not just during a certain small period of time. So for the most part, these were loves of mine. I've always been a seasonal wearer. I've always been a mood-driven kind of person. Maybe I like a certain kind of smell when I go into the office, which I don't go into the office anymore. So there are some fragrances like that I have too many of those that I'm gonna be bringing down. So this is going to be one of several declutters. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be purchasing. It just means that I want to be more mindful of the fragrances that I select, and also I'm starting to pick up more clean fragrances, and that's only because of thyroid issues. And I'll have my video where I talk about what is considered clean versus non-clean. I'll have my video on that if you haven't already caught it. And I do have a giveaway for you guys at the end, but hopefully we could zip through this. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so the first set of fragrances I'm going to talk about are celebrity fragrances, and the first set I'm going to be letting go of are my Jennifer Lopez, like little cubes. These are easy grabs. These are fragrances that I wore on walks with my mom, and I just don't see myself picking them up. So I know these are like all discontinued, so I'm just gonna be selling these as a very inexpensive bundle. And we have J Love, J Lust, and J Lux. So I am going to be letting go of these because, again, I just don't want them sitting there. And then two more celebrity fragrances that I'll be bundling together are two from Britney Spears. I have Private Show and Britney Spears Believe. This is a fruity gourmand, and this is a fruituli. This is actually one that I used to wear back in the day. It reminds me of a time, but honestly I just don't pick these up anymore, so I'll be bundling and letting go of these as well. Okay, this one isn't a celebrity, but this is a cheapie, so I'm going to talk about it right now. This is Yes I Am by Cacharel, and I only hung on to this one because of the adorable little lipstick bottle, but I don't wear this one. There's nothing wrong with it. It's an easy grab. It's a lactonic fruity fragrance. Yeah, it's super easy, pretty, but there's just other fruity fragrances that I pick up over this one. So again, that is Yes I Am by Cacharel. And then I am going to be letting go of some Alexandria fragrances. Two of these are already going to my friend. I already told her I was going to be giving these to her because these are my Louis Vuitton friends that love Symphony and Afternoon Swim. These are the closest I found. I will say the orchestra is closer to Symphony than Afternoon Splash is to Afternoon Swim. I did keep Pacific Coast because I found that to be very similar to Pacific Chill, and it's probably my favorite from the Louis Vuitton inspiration. So I did keep that one, and I'm going to be passing these on to my friends. And then another one that I'm going to be letting go of is Love on the Beach, which is an inspiration. I'm not sure what the name is. I'll pop in a picture. I don't remember how close this was because I don't remember what the Louis Vuitton version smells like, but I didn't like this one. It was a little too masculine leaning to my nose, so I am going to be letting go of this inspiration. All right, keeping in line with inspiration houses, I am going to be letting go of Dua's Miss Class. This is an inspiration to Miss Dior's Cherie. The florals in here are a little indolic in the opening. This smells very close. It's just a little louder. I prefer Fragranza's version, so I'm keeping that one and letting go of this one. All right, and then I'm letting go of Good Fortune. I don't know if this is the Parfum or the Intense version. I have a review on this. I'll link below, and if you saw my review, I told you guys this flanker didn't need to happen. So I am keeping the original, which I prefer, and letting go of the flankers. So this is Good Fortune by Victor and Rolf, and I think this is just the intense version. All right, and then I am letting go of 2 from Mugler. I'm letting go of Angel Nova, the Eau de Toilette, which I prefer to the Eau de Parfum, but honestly, I have a lot of fragrances in this scent profile that I reach over this one. This does have that kind of Delina-esque vibe, but it's definitely fruitier. To me, the more designer version, even though Delina is mass appealing and it's a very likable scent, this one is more fruity, and I just find a little bit more depth to Delina with the incense and the vetiver. This is definitely the more fun, playful version. And I do believe this is from Quentin Biche, the same perfumer, so there is a reason why they are compared. This also smells like Very Good Girl Glam by Carolina Herrera, but that one has that cherry note, and I prefer that one. So again, I just have a lot of fragrances in this scent profile that I reach over this one. So there's no reason for me to keep this one. And then I am going to be letting go of Womanity by Mugler. Nothing wrong with this fragrance, but I will say this is not a safe blind buy. So I would want someone who knows this fragrance, who loves this fragrance, to reach out to me if they want this. This to me is very niche. It's very different. It's very unique. It also pulls differently on some people. Some people get kind of a fishy scent. To me, this isn't fishy. This is very marine. It's got this kind of coconutty fig and something metallic. Yeah. I like this one because it's unique, but I also don't wear this one because of that. This is a fragrance that the performance is so good on me that I have to be sure I want to wear this, but it's unique, so I have to be in the mood for it. If you enjoy the note of fig and you want something different, I would say this is a good one, but it's not going to be for everyone. It's probably one of the better designers for people who want something a little bit out of the box, but it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. So I am letting go of Womanity by Mugler. So I have 2 from Van Cleef and Arpels. I have Santal Blanc and Rose Rouge, and one I'm letting go of, and the other one I am on the fence. I am actually on the fence with both of these, especially this one, Santal Blanc. I smell everywhere now. There's so many fragrances that just remind me of this. I'm still trying to figure out if they are a cleaner fragrance house, and I couldn't get information. But then I spray it, and I love it, and then I put it back on the shelf, and then it sits there because this to me is a, I don't want to say super rainy day, but a cozy day kind of fragrance. But I do think this scent is beautiful. I feel the same way about Rose Rouge, but I have a couple fragrances like this. I have Clean Reserves, White Fig and Bourbon. Not exact, but still clean and similar. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Both of these I'm still on the fence about. Rose Rouge, I think I'm going to keep. I spray it. It's gorgeous. It's date night. Rose Rouge is definitely making it past round 2. So I'm keeping that one, but I'm contemplating Santal Blanc. All right. Some that I have been on the fence with. So I am filming this twice. I sprayed both of these. Fell in love again, but I have Tom Ford's Velvet Orchid and Tom Ford's Noir Parfum. And the only reason why these were up on the chopping block, and I am gonna pass on one of them, because I only wear these during winter, and in Florida that is barely anything, and I have other fragrances competing with these. The only reason why Velvet Orchid is going to make it onto the next round is because this one's a little more floral and less gourmand, and for that reason I sprayed this one, and I'm like, ugh, I love this one too much. So this one's gonna make it. I did have 2 people interested in this one, so if one of them come through, that's the only way I'll let it go. For now, this one is staying. I am definitely letting go of Noir. I love this one. This is a beautiful, spicy vanilla. But I only wear this during a very, very short period of time, and I just know someone who's been interested in this one. So I am letting go of Noir Parfum, and I'm keeping Velvet Orchid again, unless that person reaches out to me. All right, then next we have a couple of ranges. We have first up the Narciso range, and if you guys watched my Narciso review, you know that I love the For Her fragrances, so none of those are going. But I do have quite a few of the cubes. And I am going to be letting go of Poudre, Narciso Rouge, and Rouge de Eau de Toilette, as well as Cristal. Now, Cristal is the one that I didn't get to talk about in my review because I got it, I think, a few months later. This is actually a really pretty floral musk. It's the Narciso musk, but it's got this beautiful kind of floral opening. Also, it's got this after the dryer scent. So not detergent, not dryer sheets, but after the clothes have dried. It's got that kind of clean touch to it, but it's the freesia note that gives me a headache. It's either freesia or gardenia. I can't remember. I know there's gardenia in the other ones, but it's blended very well. So I don't know if it's freesia or gardenia. I feel like it's freesia though, because freesia bothers me, whereas gardenia is sharp and headache inducing. And this one I found a little obnoxious in the, like around the 3-hour mark. So not sure what note it is, but it's one of the two. I want to say it's freesia. That gives me that kind of obnoxious, it's just an annoying note to me. So I am letting go of this one. And then I did spray, and these three I'm on the fence with. So we have Narciso de Eau de Parfum, Narciso de Eau de Toilette, and then Narciso Ambre. I don't know if I talked about this one in the video because this was another new one. This one is basically the summer version of the Narciso line, but think of less suntanny and more yellow floral. So it's got this really nice kind of yellow floral clean musk to it. So I am going to keep these for now because I wore them, rekindled my love for them, but I'm letting go of the other 4. So I'll let you know if these make it through round 2. Okay, another range of fragrances that I am letting go of, but 2 did make it. I'm letting go of 3 from the Givenchy L'Interdit line. I'm letting go of the Original, the Intense, and Rouge Ultime. I am keeping L'Interdit, the Eau de Toilette. I preferred this one to the Original. It was lighter and fresher. And then this is probably my favorite. It is the most fall time version of it, although I will say that if my aunt wants this because she wanted to smell it, she's the one person that I will go ahead and pass this on to. But other than that, I do plan on keeping Rouge because it is my favorite, and the Eau de Toilette, and I am going to be letting go of these 3. And I have a range review on the first 4, and then I have a comparison of Rouge and Rouge Ultime, which I will link below. All right, giveaway time. So I am going to be giving away to one person 2 Kayali miniatures, and these are the little mini bottles of Vanilla 28 and Yum Pistachio Gelato. So I do purchase all of the minis, and sometimes in my PR packages I get a mini in the PR package, and I already purchased them. I already have them, so I wanted to go ahead and give back to you guys who watch me all the time. So the rules are pretty easy. I did have someone internationally reach out to me because they have a service that they use to ship internationally, and I was able to get a perfume over to them. So I have to be able to ship to you. So you either have to be in the US or have a service where I can ship to you inexpensive. So if I'm able to ship under $15, that's the price point, I will ship to you if you're international but have a service. So that's rule number 1. And then rule number 2 is you have to like this video and be subscribed, and just say that you want to be entered in the giveaway, and I will enter you in the giveaway. Also, if you think you are subscribed, please check, because some of my longtime viewers, I've noticed recently your little subscription box has fallen off, and I've had people tell me that YouTube has unsubscribed them, or they are not being notified even though they have clicked the notification. So make sure you're subscribed. If you think you're subscribed, go ahead and look. Some of you might be surprised to learn that you're not subscribed anymore, so you might not even know it. I'll have my rules linked down below, and I will announce the winner in my community tab in 2 weeks. So yeah, guys, that is my declutter video. If you want any information on where you can reach me on these perfumes, again, my description box is going to have everything. It's going to have where you guys can reach me, as well as videos on these fragrances and the rules for the giveaway. So go ahead and check the description box, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.